Hey everyone, I'm so happy to be here with y'all on a little Christmas event. Let me get over here and make sure I'm live in the right spot. You're gonna see you should see one link featured in front of you. That's gonna tell you everything you need to know in case you have no idea what the creative little Christmas event is all about. That's the reason that I have been telling y'all that I'm gonna be live today at a certain time. And I've been showing you what the project is, so that's a little different for me. But I hope you've enjoyed the excitement and the build up to today. So okay, there I am. I'm in the right spot. Let me get my tablet turned down over here. If you ever wonder, if you've never joined me for a live, if I'm looking off to the side, I have another little device up here so I can make sure that I don't miss any comments. Well, I do miss comments. It's hard not to miss comments. Sometimes they're coming in so fast, and I'm going to be a little busy showing y'all a really fun idea. So if you have not heard yet, the creative little Christmas event, this is day one. If you did not catch Danielle of Imperfect Dust, she was live earlier today at noon Central. So you can go check out her page. If you visit that link in front of you or you comment the word blog, you're going to get some info on my site that you'll be able to see what in the world is happening. This evening will also be one of my friends. Don't you internet. Tell the internet, everybody say a little prayer. Internet, hold out. It's a little gloomy here in North Louisiana today, so I was really saying a prayer over our internet. And so we're hoping it'll hold up for us to show this really cute idea. But anyway, you'll be able to get all the info you need about all the presenters coming up tonight. We have one at 7 p.m. And I'll tell you some more about the other ones happening over the next couple days. But we are working with who has a hoard of these like I do. I actually just started thinking, man, these are really good to craft with. And I just started collecting them a couple months ago. And I've probably thrown some out, but these are Amazon packages, y'all. And they come in all different shapes and sizes. You know, sometimes they come in boxes and things like that. But these more specifically, I even saved this for some good cardboard. It goes back to that whole, that's a good box. What can I do with that box? But that's what we're going to be working with today. So if you didn't see the sneak peek of the project we're doing, is this cute little Christmas tree sack. Is so adorable, y'all. Really inspired by that organic, like you're going out in the Christmas tree forest and you're trying to pick out the Christmas tree, and or maybe you're buying one to plant or something like that. I don't know. I love the organic and natural feel of it. I hope that y'all are getting an okay stream from me. Can y'all hear me okay and see me okay? Okay, so if you haven't started collecting these, go ahead. If you're one of those that likes to craft with cardboard or anything just sustainable like that, this is fun for me. I don't do this a whole lot, but this idea popped in my head because we're going to be using this beautiful printable design of mine, which is also a freebie for you in case you hadn't heard that exciting news. You can, if you comment the word blog or use that link in front of you, you're going to be able to get all the info you need. I tried to keep it as simple as possible in case you haven't made your way over to the Facebook group where all the other presenters are going to be presenting over the next couple days. So let me set this to the side and show you the size that we're going to be working with. Okay, so this printable is actually part of this printable bundle called the Festive Florals bundle, okay? I'm trying. Look, come on, Facebook. Can y'all see me again? We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Okay, it's out of the Festive Florals printable bundle. So I pulled the poinsettia out of there, and I've got a holly, a cranberry, and a Christmas cactus. Who has a beautiful Christmas cactus? Look, those are the most stunning. And poinsettias are so pretty and festive during Christmas time. But if you opt in to get your little freebie of the poinsettia, you're going to get a special offer to complete the rest of the bundle. So you can use these for all your crafting needs. They come in a couple different file types. They also come in a square size, and you can adjust the size and you can play with it. Like, for instance, they come in an 8x8. But for this little bag here, so I'm going to show you one more time, and then we're going to get started. That way, we've got a lot of people that hopped on, and I just want to make sure you see what we're going to be making. So I've adjusted this size to what I wanted to do for my project, and so you can easily change it up however you like. Okay, so we're going to set that to the side. Let's make this come. And I'm going to only have the one tree, so I'm going to have to take it out of the bag. Isn't this so cute? My daughter said this reminded them of the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. But I would have to say that it's a little bit, I told them if they've never really seen, they would know that it's a little bit fluffier than a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Okay, so that's the bag without the tree in it. You hear the jingle bells? So cute. Okay, and I had it in a little pot inside just to help weigh it down. So that's what it looked like. So we're going to come back to that. Hold on. That's just to help me get it all put together. So here we've got this package. If you need to know the size and everything, that's in all the supply list. I'm sorry, I'm being rude. You know, I want to say hi to y'all, but Facebook is trying to kick me off today. So y'all just all put your hands together and say, no way, Jose, dear Lord, keep us on here so we can have this fun together. Hey, Tammy and Wendy and Mary Ann and Angie and Amy. Oh, hi. Thank y'all for showing up. I know it's freezing up. I'm gonna hope that it keeps going. Amy, you have a huge Christmas cactus. That's awesome. So, anyway, okay, so let's get started. So I've got this Amazon package, like I said, depending on if you use, you could use the smaller ones for, like smaller plants if you wanted to gift them, or if you wanted to use them for decorations. But one thing about crafting with cardboard or paper like this or packaging is you can soften it up a little bit for what we're about to do just by giving it a little squeeze. It's going to make it a little bit more pliable for you. And then we're going to turn this, if you didn't suspect, we're going to turn this inside out. And I will tell you, if you've never paid much attention to just how durable one of those Amazon wrapping is they can be painted, y'all. They don't have to just be left natural like this. The natural goes really well with the style of the project that I had in mind. But these will take paint just fine. Put some chalk paint, acrylic paint on there. So all we're doing is we're slowly turning this inside out. Look how easy that was. Pretty cool. Don't throw them away anymore. Save a few. Hey, Kate Fuller, how are you? Welcome to my page. New Zealand in the house. Hey, Jackie. Thank you, and thank you for the prayers. All right, so we're going to get it all the way turned out. So you need if you were doing just one that matched whatever size project you were doing. Pick it out, and then you could decide to do it from there. So this one actually might be just a smidge smaller, just a smidge, but it's not going to matter. By the time we put the little tree in it, see, and we do this, then we know it fits. So they don't have to be the exact size of what I tell you, even for, because I don't know what kind of plants or whatever you have. So then I thought it looked great to, I'm gonna take this back out. I thought it looked really good to fold down the top to create a little collar or lip. And then what you'll do is you'll just double up on that to make sure that none of the packaging or the words inside shows. So let's get that turned. Make sure we have our surface ready to decoupage. I'll believe how easy this is. And budget friendly, y'all. So if you get the freebie from me and you have a free Amazon repurposing, then you are gonna have a really fun little craft that costs you next to nothing just besides your embellishments. So it looks like, let's see. If it is a little glitchy, I'm hoping on replay it looks like I created about a 2-inch lip, I would say, something like that. And I have a really cool tool to show y'all too. Something new to my craft stash. Y'all have to tell me if you have one. I think this would be so cool too. I'm using it on the bottom of the Christmas tree, but this would be really neat as a hanging floral holder. It kind of reminds me of like a burlap sack. So you could decorate it that way, put some wire and hang it. That'd be really, really cute with a little arrangement in it. But do you see how sturdy this is? I mean, it's almost like fabric, or so not easily torn. So I think it's great. Now, of course, you probably couldn't put it in any kind of elements or anything. If you need to use any hot glue to secure anything, I have some hot glue ready to go. They need to be tucked. Yes, if you want to make it grungier, you could absolutely do that. Make it look kind of old and beat up. You could use distressing inks or grunge liquid or whatever is your go-to. So I'm just using a little bit of hot glue, and I'm just going to press down. That's going to make sure my little lip doesn't go anywhere. It's so good to see you too, Janine. Karen. So I've never done this. This was a first for me. It was fun to work through the project first and give y'all a little look at it. And then I love the idea. I do have a little tub in my stash. I use a lot of thrifted and repurposed things, vintage things. But I do have one little tub if you've ever seen any of parts of my studio organization or my tours of my studio that I've given in here, I do have a little tub of things that I save that would otherwise go in the garbage. And that's just so I can go if I need something that I can't quite get, like little lids or like little lids to soda bottles or lids to pickle jars or oatmeal canisters, toilet roll papers. I keep a little tub of that just in case so I can go grab the look that I'm needing. Okay, so we have everything kind of glued in place. Look how good that looks. Look at that. That is so cool, right? Okay, so we won't need that anymore. Hey, Rhonda. Brenda from Georgia in the house. How are you? Yes, you can make it look like a Santa gift bag. Oh, that'd be so cute. I know y'all have some good ideas. And look, this one that I just did was smaller than this one. Look how big this one is. So, you know, y'all, I don't know how y'all's packages come in, but this one, hey, Marge. Thank you guys for hanging on. I know it's a little bit glitchy, so I apologize for that. I sure wish I could control that. Okay, so after I kind of give it sort of a bottom, so this is going to kind of be, if I just squish it a little bit with my hand, I know based on my tree that I'm putting in there, this is going to kind of be my bottom, right? So I want to look at the bottom of this. I'm going to give it a good little crease or scratch. And I want to get my printable, which I've got right here, y'all. And you can have it too. I want to get my printable and I want to make sure that I know exactly where I'm going to be decoupaging it. So I'm going to do a little scratch right here just to give myself a guideline, because I'm looking at decoupaging it right there as best as I can. Okay, here's the cool tool. You ready? This is called a Decoupage ruler. Have y'all seen these? Tried them out. Typically, if I'm going to do some kind of tattered edge, so if you'll notice, like on the sample bag, if you'll notice the tattered edge along the printable, normally to do that, I would do like a wet edge and I would just rip it. But this is a cool, and it's in the supply list on my blog. So if you get that link that's in front of you, or you comment blog, you'll get a link straight to this project. And look how cool that is. So you can use either side of the, it's storming here. Well, it's not storming yet, but it's gloomy outside. And I think that is something to do with it. Anyway, we're going to do a little ripped edge like this. Are you ready for this demonstration? I'm going to use this side. And look, this one's sharp. I could draw blood on this, which is why it comes with a little cover. But they make them with different edges. So if you got on Amazon and you were looking, if you didn't want this exact one, it is linked in that blog. But they have a lot of different ones. And so you could create some different ripped edges. So you put it down the best you can and, you know, measure how you want your edge to get. I'm going to do it this way so I can see how much edge I'm giving it. Okay, so I know I'm laying it here. So I'm going to rip this part, but watch how cool. Okay, so I'm going to pull the paper towards this and let it do that ripped edge. How cool this is. Just the neatest. So instead of me having to do the water paper and all that, it just gives it this cool ripped edge. And I'm going to do the same thing for all of it, for the rest of them. And it does pretty organic look, I would say. I didn't mention this printable is printed on an inkjet printer. I printed it myself. It is printed on rice paper. That's just a decoupage paper. And I printed it at home myself. If you don't have a printer, but you still want to take advantage of printable, you can easily send these designs to a local print shop. Very easily. All right, so we're looking good. We got some cool ripped edges happening. It's just a cool tool. Just another little gadget for the craft studio. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for chatting. Hope y'all are having some fun conversation in the comments. Hey, Jessica. So there's a lot of my of the event, because we still have 2 more days left of the event. And so I'll tell you a little bit more about them as we near the end of this little project. Okay, so I got to make sure I'm happy with it. It's pretty good. I kind of want to take a little bit more off this side, but I'm going to roll with it and let it just be kind of perfectly imperfect, which I love. I might get some of this off. And that'll help it look a little bit more even. I don't need it to be even. I want it to look tattered, but all right. And because I just want it to look a little bit worn, it's called a Deckle Edge Ruler, D-E-C-K-L-E. And so I'm gonna scrunch this up, okay? And we're gonna put this Deckle, D-E-C-K-L-E, I think is how you spell it, I think. All right, so we got our little marking here, so we know we're gonna be decoupaging here. So easy, right? Think of all the possibilities. I thought it would have been really pretty printed on fabric as well. And one thing, Betty agreed on the mushrooms. Yes, I just love to eat mushrooms. I don't decorate with them. One cool thing about this rice paper, it is so thick. It's just a really easy to move around and replace, you know, if you want to shift around where it's at. And I'm actually just gonna paint. Let me pull out my little, silicone mat. I'm just gonna set this down. This is just a little mat to help protect my thing. I'm going to put the glue straight on here, straight on the back of the printable. I'm gonna brush it around. It's just so easy to work with, and since it's so thick, some tissue paper or other things that you know that you could decoupage on. We're gonna have so much fun after we do this. We're gonna make a really cute little simple rag bow, and then we are going to embellish the bag, and we will have it wrapped up. Then I'll tell you a little bit more about my friends that you can expect to see, one tonight and then tomorrow and Thursday. So, got the back all covered in decoupage Mod Podge glue. And now I'm just centering it the best I can with that little mark that I told y'all I made. And then I'm just kind of eyeballing the margins over here. Do y'all eyeball or do y'all measure? I'm more of an eyeballer. All right, got this. This is just an extra thing to make sure that it's all stuck on there. I'm taking some plastic wrap. I'm gonna lay it over the printable. And then I am going to use this little brayer roller, and I'm just going to smush it down real nice. That plastic wrap is just protecting me from messing up or creating some kind of rip. If I try to do it, I could pull up some of the design, and I don't want to do that. So, Becky, yeah, so you do a little bit of both depending on the project. I totally get that. Some can feel a little bit more like you need to be a little bit more precise. I get that. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera a little bit, this roller. But this roller is going to really help to make sure that all my glue is sticking down. And that is so beautiful, y'all. If you want to add any more character on it at all, you can do that with distressing ink, antique wax. I thought about it. I decided to just kind of leave it. Okay, so now let's go back. I wonder if this will just sit in here without the pot. Well, let's see if the pot will go down in there. Okay, let's put our pot down in there. That's just helping me keep it straight and get a little peek of the Amazon. And this is just a little Christmas tree. I picked this one up from Amazon a couple years ago. It's got lights on it. We'll turn it on at the end. Okay, so now we know we've got, oh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so here's what I decided to do, and you can do whatever you like. I'm gonna punch a couple holes right here, and we're gonna run some jute string through there just to keep it cinched up like a sack. And then, I feel like you could get very creative with this. I feel like you could punch multiple holes and weave it. I feel like you could you could treat it like it's got the cinched strings on the side. There's a lot that you could take it up a notch, I'm sure. So many of y'all are so creative, no doubt. To punch the little holes, I got a little crocodile punch. You don't need this necessarily. This is just a fancy crafter's hole punch. But you know, just add it to my gadgets and all. So I'm trying to think. I am going to measure this. Look, I am going to measure this. Let me see. I'm going to come in about 2 inches on each side. This will completely change depending on how Y'all were getting through it. I'm sorry that it's not the best stream in the world. I do apologize. All right. Crocodile punch for the win. All right, so then I'm gonna measure and I'm gonna come in at 2 inches over here. And the depth of where I'm punching is already set on the little tool, so it makes it really easy. If I just shove it down, then it's going to punch exactly where I want it to. Easy breezy. All right, we've got some. I hope y'all are enjoying this. The sound is better. Was the sound really bad? My goodness, I'm so sorry. I wish I could control that. All right, so little tip here. I've got some jute string and I'm wanting to weave it in these little holes. So I'm gonna wrap the end. I feel like this little craft, for as simple as it is packed with all kinds of fun crafty techniques. Would y'all agree? The end of this rope. And can I just say, I just appreciate each one of you showing up to hang out today. That really means a lot to me. And all the ones that are going around and visiting, all the friends that are part of this event. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so I know that I want just the string to show. So I got this little tape and it'll make it a lot easier for me to weave. Can you see? Into that tiny little hole. Just, if you were trying to shove string in there without the hardness of the Scotch tape, you would struggle. And look how easy that is. All right, so now we've got the little tree. We're gonna cinch up our sack. I also linked over on the blog, I linked these little LED lights. I love these, y'all, because the little battery pack is so low. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Thank you, Dee and Pam. Just saw the painted photographer do this project. I don't know who the painted photographer is, but I would love to see her version of it. That's awesome. And so I am going to tie a little thing on the back of here. All right, so now we got a little cinch sack. Is that not the cutest? Okay, look. I'm giving off, and I just tied it in the back. Y'all are such troopers for hanging out with me. Thank you. Thank you. We can't control the weather. We can't control the internet. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that be for right now, and let's make us a cute little, we're gonna kind of make a rag garland. It's sort of like a rag bell garland. I've got these rusty jingle bells. These are about 1 inch. These are like inch bells. Yeah, they're pretty. I like them. I like the size of them. And so if you can kind of tell, there's like a little garland and a little rag bow here on the original one. That's what I'm gonna show you how to make. It's pretty easy. So we're gonna rip some thinner fabric. This is a beautiful homespun red ticking stripe that's a little bit vintagey looking, more vintagey looking than, you know, some of the others. So we need a thinner strip for the bells, and then a little bit thicker strip for the little bow. This one's about 2 inches wide. The thin one is about 1 inch. So about 1 inch and 2 inch. This is gonna be good. Okay, this is great. We got everything we need. Y'all are so sweet. I am staying pretty busy showing y'all this project, so I'm sorry I'm not getting to chat as much. I hope that all the other hostesses of the event are keeping y'all informed of everything. Penny headed to Alaska, and they say to wear bells so you don't surprise any bears. That's a really great idea. Okay, let me move this out of the way. So here is the thin strip, and what I'm going to do is I actually want to string it through the rusty bells, okay? And so I'm going to use that Scotch tape hack again, okay? I'm going to pull a little bit of Scotch tape out, and I'm going to wrap up. This is such a good hack, y'all. Thank you, Francie. So let's think of all the things we can do with all those different size Amazon packages we get. What are lots of things that we can make? Because I have a little bit of everything. Usually, Abby Pearson asked what kind of fabric usually rips the best. Look at that. So little tape is on the end. It's usually 100% cotton type fabrics. And that just goes easy through the top of this bell here. So I'm actually just stringing the bell on. How easy would this be just to create a simple fabric garland using this method? Because it stays on there. Once that fabric goes in there, see, it's not even slipping around. Pretty easy. Okay. Getting that through there. Maybe that just means I need to order something. I know, right? I figured, here's what I figured. Some of y'all, y'all may or may not believe this, but I'm no liar. Let me take a water break. I did not order a single thing during Amazon Prime Days. I kept coming across those things that said, just because it's on sale doesn't mean you need it. So I was like, okay. And so I'm going to pull these little bells close to each other and I'm going to tie them on right here. I know, it's shocking. It's truly shocking, but I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't. So I've got these little bells now together just down here by each other, and I can kind of move them around if I want. And I'm going to end up tying them on just like that, okay? And we'll just tie them to the string. That's what I did with the other one. I just grabbed that string inside and I just weaved the fabric and tied it right inside and just decided how long I wanted it to land. And then just for that primitive kind of vintage look, I just let everything else I let the extras. I'm doing this backwards now. I'm trying to show y'all. How's that looking? That's looking pretty good. And then I'll just give a little double knot. We'll just leave this extra hanging down for some extra character there. So there's that. So this is a layered thing, you know, for that character that we want so bad. Oh, I think I forgot to put the last bell, but it's okay. I'm gonna use this little bit of extra string here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this little bit of extra fabric and put this third bell. I like decorating with odd numbers, ones, threes, whatever I can do. All right, and then I'm just gonna cut this little bit of piece of tape off there. And now we've got this piece of string here, piece of fabric here. We're gonna make a quick, simple little bow. Oh no, so Danielle said she didn't order anything on Prime Day either. I thought I didn't even talk about it at all because I was like, everybody's having fun and I don't want to ruin anybody's fun because it wasn't like that. I just decided I didn't need anything. All right, so I've got 2 pieces of ripped fabric. Let me give y'all some dimensions just in case. Just in case someone's like, I wonder how long those are. So 12 plus 6. So these are about 18 inches long, 2 inches wide. I've just got 2 of them. Look how easy this is. I'm going to take this and fold it halfway down. I'm going to take this and fold it halfway down. You could add as many strips as you want. There's no right or wrong. Actually, I want the loops to be just a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to bring it all the way down like that. So it looks like, kind of looks like awareness ribbon. I changed my mind because I don't want the loops that big. Okay, so then bring the other one down. And then we're just going to grab this loop and make it on this side and this loop and make it on this side. Look how easy that was. And we're going to take some jute. We're going to take a pretty long piece because I want to wrap the center with it. And then I'm going to knot it on the back. These can get kind of floppy. I think the one I did on the sample is a little bit smaller. But it doesn't really matter. It's going to be cute no matter what. There's a lot of forgiveness when it comes to that. Okay, so I'm just double knotting in the center. And then I'm going to wrap all this extra. I'm just going to wrap it to adorn the center. Because see how boring it kind of looks like that? And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to start wrapping. Look. There are pros and cons of live streaming. The pros are I get to spend time with y'all in real time. The cons are our technology doesn't always work out. Okay, so I have got, so y'all are the best, my true VIPs. I hope y'all enjoy the printable freebie, the idea. All right, and once we get that doubled, and then you have so many other fun projects to look forward to, y'all. I'm about to tell you a little bit more about them. All right, so I got this extra, I don't know why I cut that off. I got this extra piece of string. I'm gonna just get it through here and get my little rag bow tied on there. I really should have left that other piece of string because then it would have been easier to get it tight. But we're going to make it work. I mean, look, I got to look at it. Give me just a minute and then I'll turn it back around for y'all. I like this one. It's going to be a little bit more floppy because the loops were just a little bit bigger than the first one that I made. But it's still very cute, very primitive looking. All right. Cut that excess string off. And I'll cut just a little. All right, so see, this one's just a little bit more floppy looking, but it's still very cute. It's just a really pretty little corner embellishment there. Let me turn this. So as compared to this one's a little bit smaller, a little bit tighter. You see the difference? Witch crafting is like that. Let's turn on our little lights that y'all can see them. Bring y'all some Christmas lights for, this was so much fun. I hope I didn't forget to show you anything. I think I did it all the way through. And hopefully you got some fun inspiration from it. Look at our little jingle bells and our little bow. Keeping it very simple. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what else we got going on. First off, this event is just day one. This morning, my friend Danielle at Imperfect Dust, she was live. You can go check out her replay. There's a Facebook event and a Facebook group, you know, that you can follow along with that has everything organized for you over in Guides. So if you haven't joined that group, you can absolutely join in the fun over there. Let's pull this one out over here. And then, and then tonight at 7 p.m. is my friend Jennifer with Canvas Sign Designs. Tomorrow you've got Create with Christy, Pam Coxwell Designs, and The Happy Home. And Thursday you've got Sharp Designs Academy, Crystal Witten Studio, We Can Make That, and Her Hazel Eye Studio. So lots of fun. So 10 presentations all together. All the replays are over, like I said, in the Facebook group. And if you see that link in front of you, you can go visit there on my site. You'll have all the info that you need about this project and about all the others that I'll be presenting. And then, or you can comment the word blog and you'll get this. And you will then get an email after you get your printable freebie that will give you a really good discount code to get the other 3 designs that go with this Festive Florals bundle. If you love crafting with printables, which I do, I put out a bundle each month. And it's always fun for me to do like a collection. So mine typically all go together was what I enjoy doing. So these all kind of just have the same feel to them. And you could get really, creative with those. So you would get that towards your email. And then Friday, we're going to do a fun little wrap-up party at 2:30 Central. And you'll get to see some of the creators that can come live on camera, doing some giveaways and things like that, and just kind of reflecting on how fun the event was and letting you be introduced to some of my friends. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. I'm sorry. These ladies are very dear to me. Let me tell you a little bit, for those that are still hanging on watching, why I am collaborating with these ladies in particular. I would love to tell you about it. So my friend Danielle at Imperfect Dust, I know that I've introduced y'all to her in the past because we're in real life friends, meaning we live just down the road from each other and do some other life things together, but we're both in the creative online space, and she had a beautiful, amazing idea to lead a mastermind group, so a business mastermind. And all these ladies are in this mastermind group of hers, which she leads. And so we are just Christian creative business owners that have been learning together this year. We started and met each other at the beginning of the year, and we've been learning and growing together. And so we decided to do this fun collaborative event. So this is how I know these ladies. I didn't know but a few of them when I started learning with them. And it's been really fun to do something. This is businessy, but this is more fun too than the things that we typically get together and discuss. So anyway, that is how I know all these ladies, and they have so many talents. And of course, I've learned that over the last 7 months, but I'm excited to introduce them to y'all. So y'all go give them some love and all this. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. And I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. What do we have coming up next that doesn't have to do with this event? We'll have another Thrift and Tell very soon. And this is going to be a unique Thrift and Tell. So I have been so busy with this event that my Thrift and Tell is going to be picked from my own collection. Some things I haven't shown y'all before that I'm going to show y'all that I have in my collection. And we'll do a fun Thrift and Tell, on that. And then I have lots of fun things behind the scenes in the works that I can't wait to share with y'all. So just thank y'all for being a part of my creative community. I feel so blessed to have y'all, to be connected with you. And I hope that this event just fills your heart with joy and inspiration, because it's just fun to stop and pretend like it's Christmas in July. Brings a little bit of coolness to this hot summer that we're having here, because I don't know about y'all, but it's pretty humid here in North Louisiana. So y'all are amazing. Thank you for being such sweet friends. And if y'all have any questions, of course, reach out. But if you comment the word blog or visit that link that was put in front of you when you jumped on, you should have all the info that you need about all the other amazing presenters and anything you want to know about this little sweet project. And I just think so. One last goodbye. Bye-bye, y'all.